Hey there guys, this is Stephen Campbell at Quarterstaff Games in Burlington, Vermont. We're playing an 1800 point game today of Tau versus Orks. Got my buddy here, Tyler. He's the Tau guy. Tyler, show me what you got.
We have a Pathfinder squad with 1 rail rifle, 2 ion rifles, a pulse accelerator, and dark strider. We got just a reroll hammerhead, 2 piranhas, 1 with a fusion blaster. We have 2 squads of 12 fire warriors, 1 with a fireblade cadre. Riptide, nothing special. Velocity tracker, stimulant, injector, 15 recruits. Crisis team, 2 plasma rifles, 1 flamer, 3 missile pods, commander, nothing special there. 3 stealth suits, 1 with a fusion blaster. The Chasserie has a drone controller. The drone is a marker light drone, and the Chasserie has a marker light with a target lock on it.
Okay, and then the
Sunshot bomber.
Okay. And for my army, we have leading it War Boss and Mega Armor with Cybork Body, Bosspole and Burna. 5 Mega Knobs in a battle wagon with 2 big shooters, Paint and Ram. Then we've got a Big Mek custom force field with 19 boys with a knob with a Bosspole and big chopper. Also same kit for this battle wagon. We've got 5 Death Copters with twin linked rockets. Death Dread, 2 extra close combat weapons, and armor plates and grot riggers. Looted wagon with boom gun, 2 big shooters, and ram. We've got a unit of war bikers with a knob, boss pole, and big chopper. Then we've got a group of 20 storm boys, fully kitted out. Knob's got boss pole, heavy armor, power claw. That's my 1800. We're going to be playing on this table here. We rolled for the Relic, and we're going to be playing in this direction. So we'll come back to you after we deploy the armies and Warlord traits. Alright guys, we have deployment on the sides. Orks won the roll-off, and the Warlord trait I got was useless, so I've got Death Copters on the left, Battle Wagon 4 in the middle with the Storm Boys, Boom Gun up against the vehicle, and the War Bikes are on the flank. He had his counter deployment. He's got the crew infiltrated down here, ready to grab the objective. He's got his stealth suits hidden in the building. Hopefully we survive. We've got the Cadre Fireblade, Fire Warriors here, Pathfinders, Fire Warriors, and all his heavy support is up in the corner. So we'll roll to see if he seizes the initiative, if he wants to. He does not. And is there night fighting? There is. So night fighting, Orks, turn 1. Movement phase is up. Death Bikes have done their 12-inch scout and then their 12-inch movement. Storm Boys got a 6-inch jump, and now they're right in front of those crew, ready to assault. Battle Wagons and the Death Dread moved over. Boom Gun pressed the button, so it's useless for this time. And War Bikes have moved up on the right flank. We'll see you at the end of the shooting. Okay guys, shooting phase is done. Death Copters here fired into the hammerhead. Managed to do 2 glances despite the 3-up save that he would have gotten from night fighting and all the bonuses. Then down here, the Storm Boys shot into the crew, killed 5. They're fleeing, but they're still within potential charge range. Battle Wagons moved up. So did the Death Dread. War Bikes shot into the stealth suits, killed 1 suit and then 1 drone, and they passed their leadership. So we'll go straight into assault. Alright, assault phase. Orks lost 5 to Overwatch and then failed to make it into combat. So now it's Tau, turn 1. Movement, turn 1. The crew have regrouped and they moved 3 inches up. These guys didn't move. Fusion Blaster's stealth suit moved up. Piranhas and the Fire Warriors have jumped over to help try to deal with these Deathcopters, and the Riptide charged its Supernova and passed it, so it gets hot with its Gatling gun. So we'll see you in...
okay, end of the town turn of shooting, and they already have done their assault jumps as well. Deathcopters lost 3 guys, and they failed their leadership, so they're falling back. Storm Boys lost a ton of guys, but they passed leadership, so they'll be able to charge. He blew up the battle wagon with the fusion blaster over there, so I lost 10 boys in the process, but they made the leadership. And otherwise, the shooting has been pretty good. Riptide has jumped up, battle suits have jumped up, and the stealth suits have jumped out of the ruins. So, we're going to go into Orc. Alright, end of the Orc movement phase. These guys rallied, they moved 3 inches over to the ruin. Big Mek separated from his unit, jumped in the battle wagon, and they've moved 7 over this way. The boys have gotten out of the crater, they're preparing for their charge. Death Dread has moved up. Boom Gun did not touch that and moved up, and the bikes are moving over to the flank. We'll come back to shooting and... okay, end of the shooting phase for the Orcs. Pretty good, better than last turn. We've got 5 dead Pathfinders, they passed their leadership. Then the Crisis suits have been whittled down. There's just 1 left in Commanders, so that's not bad. 2 Fire Warriors have been killed by Storm Boys, and then 7 Kroot have died from shooting boys. So we'll go into the assault phase, and the charges have gone in. The boys made it into combat with the Kroot, and the Storm Boys are assaulting into the Fire Warriors. So we'll see in a second. Alright, end of the assault phase. Storm Boys assaulted into the Fire Warriors, losing 1 to Overwatch, then 2 to combat. Then they pretty much wiped out the squad, catching them while they ran away. Over here, the boys lost 2 to the Kroot, but then also wiped out, so those 2 troop choices are gone. And we're going to go to Tau turn 2. We'll roll to see if your Sunshark Bomber comes in. On a 3-up it does. It's in. Alright, Tau movement is over. These Fire Warriors have moved down to try and shoot them. Piranhas are moving up towards the battle wagon. Riptides moved 4 inches towards the battle wagon. We've got Pathfinders moving over to deal with the Storm Boys. Crisis suits jumped that way. The Sunshark Bomber came in. It dropped its bomb on the War Bikers, but didn't do anything. And then it deployed its Seeker turrets into the side armor of the Lurid Wagon. So we'll see you at the end of the shooting phase is concluded. Fire Warriors shot into the Deathcopters, did 1 wound. Piranhas fired at the battle wagon but missed. The Riptide and the Battlesuit and the Hammerhead all shot into the Bikers, killing 6 of them, but there's still 4 War Bikers left. The Storm Boy is left in the ruin, and the Pathfinder shot at them, whittled down to 1, and the Sunshark Bomber shot its ion rifles into the side of the tank, only caused a shaken result and a hull point. So, we'll go into assault phase, which I'm assuming you'll probably be jumping you guys backwards. So, once that's done, we'll go into Orc turn 1. Turn 3. Orc movement is done with. The battle wagon has moved up, dropped the Meganobs and the War Boss out in front of the Riptide. The Deathcopters have leapt over the Piranha and are heading towards the battle suits. Not that I think they'll live that long. Over here, the boys have grabbed the objective and moved back 6. Death Dread has moved up to give them a little shielding. The shaken boom gun has turned around. Maybe I'll be able to snap 1 or 2 of those drones off. And then the remaining Storm Boy Knob and the Bikers have moved over to engage the Hammerhead. We'll see you in shooting turn 2. Okay, Orc shooting phase is done. Meganobs shot into the Riptide to no effect. The Battle Wagon shot the Piranha, took 1 hull point off the Fusion Blaster 1. The Deathcopters shot and killed the remaining Crisis team. Shooting over here managed to kill 1 of the ion turrets over there. So we're going to go into the assault phase. Meganobs are going to charge into the Riptide, and the Knob and the Bikers over there are going to charge into the Hammerhead.
So we'll see.
Okay, the assault phase has ended. The war boss and his unit went in. They lost 3 Mega Knobs to Overwatching and then 1 from the attacks from the Riptide, but they did manage to kill it. Then they consolidated behind the Loon. Bikers and Stormboy went in and they wrecked the Hammerhead. So that's the end of Ork turn 3. It's Tau turn 3. Okay, Piranhas have moved over and dropped their droids off there and there. The Fire Warriors have moved down to try and get better range with them. Pathfinders didn't move. Battlesuit moved back. And the Sunshock Bomber flew over the tank. And we've got the over here that just moved. So end of the Tau shooting and assault phase. The Piranhas tried to shoot into the battle wagon, but missed. Fire Warriors shot into the Mega Knobs, caused 5 wounds. The War Boss tanked all the wounds. These droids and the Pathfinders killed off the Death Copters. Commander fired, killed 2 bikers. They passed their leadership. This fired into the tank as well as the other one. The other droid over here, but didn't manage to do anything. And the droids here killed 2 boys, but the boys passed the leadership and are still holding the objective. We're now going to go into turn 4. Mega Knobs jumped into the battle wagon and have gone backwards. The Death Dread has moved up and is preparing to engage the Piranhas. The boys are staying put. Battle wagon moved up, getting ready to fire a blast over there. Stoneboy moved up, got a 17-inch jump, and the Warbikers moved up and are going to shoot down the Pathfinders if they can. Okay, the shooting phase is done. War Boss and the Burna and the Big Mek killed the 2 droid squads over here with the flamer and the shooters. The big shooters on it tried to shoot the commander, didn't do anything. Looted wagon fired, killed Doug Strider, and then the shooting from the big shooters managed to kill off a couple more. They passed their leadership. The bikes and the knob over here tried to shoot at the commander, and they whiffed all 7 shots. So we're going to go straight into the assault. Okay, assault was pretty quick. Death Dread went in and crushed both the Piranhas. Other than that, there's been nothing. So we're going to go to Tau turn 4. Tau shooting and assault phase. The Sunshock Bomb over here blew up the looted wagon. Explosion didn't kill anybody. Then shooting from the droids, the commander and the Pathfinders here finished off the Stormboy and the Warbikers. Fire Warriors are standing there, they really can't do anything. And we're going into Ork turn 5. Movement, the Death Dread is moving up towards those droids. The boys moved over, past the Relic to the Knob Squad in Battle Wagon, and the Battle Wagon moved up the additional 3 inches. Now we're going into shooting phase. Everything fired into the back of the Sunshock Bomber. Didn't manage to cause a glance. Assault has gone in. Death Dread has made it in, and we're going to see probably some death here, or at least droid destruction. So hitting on 3s. And destroying on 2s. Double 1s. They're locked in for this turn. So we go to Tau, end of Tau turn 5. Okay, Tau movement. Sunshock Bomber moved over, hoping to pin the side of the battle wagon in a second. The Fire Warriors moved down. They're getting ready to hopefully shoot up the contents of the battle wagon. Commander has moved up. Pathfinders have moved over. And the Death Dread and the droids are still locked. So we're going into Tau shooting. Tau shooting, missile pods fired at the battle wagon, but unfortunately they missed. Fire Warriors fired into the boys, and let's see if they pass their leadership test after losing 1. They fail. Bosspole. Boy dead. And see if it passes this time. Leadership 7. They fail again. So the boys run back 5 inches. And they have to try to reconsolidate on double 1s. So we'll go to the assault phase quick. 5 attacks from the Death Dread. Hitting on 3s. All hit. Then wounding on 2s. Droids are dead. Death Dread reconsolidates 3 inches. Alright, that's the bottom of turn 5. Currently the score is 3-2. We have the Relic over here. He's gotten first blood. And, actually it's 3-1 since my deployment zone was over here. So we'll see if the game continues. Roll the dice. 3-up, it continues. Game continues into turn 6. Okay, end of turn 6. Shooting from the battle wagon. Managed to put 1 glance onto the Sunshark bomber. Death Dread charged in. He got 2 hits, but unfortunately didn't roll anything for the Overwatch, and the Death Dread killed the commander, so that's 1 for Warlord. We're going to go into Tau turn 6. Okay, Tau movement. The Pathfinders have dropped down. They're planning to shoot into the side of into the front of the Death Dread. Maybe they can pin it. Warriors have moved over 6 to take some shots at the Meganob squad. And the Sunshark bomber has turned and is getting ready to fire its missiles into the side. Let's see if the missiles hit. First he'll do his Marker Light. Marker Light doesn't hit. Needs 4s for the missiles. You got 1 hit, 5 to glance. Nothing. 2 Marker Lights at the Dreadnought. 1 goes off. Iron Rifle, overcharged. He's got 2 hits. And what's that one back there? Nothing for there. So that's the end of Tau turn 6. We'll see if the game continues. On a 4, the game ends. Game's over. So the final score, we've got Fire Warriors grabbing Linebreaker. I've got Slay the Warlord, he's got First Blood, and I have the Relic. So that's the end of the game. Tyler, third shake.
Better than last time.
And to all of you out on the internet, I'll see you next time.